Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's continue our game of Baldur's Gate number 1 Enhanced Edition on Nintendo Switch.
Top of my to-do list.
Okay. Need to go to Ryan's room. Which is where? I don't remember. Street Emergency. Pretty sure I've read all this stuff. Just a necklace in there, okay. Street North.
Yeah? What do you want?
You're a queer fellow. I'm gone.
What is that? It's a cloak.
Huh? Way ahead of you, boss.
Our library is a man's harem of knowledge.
After you retrieve the scroll, it would be good of you to see Tetheril. He's waiting for you just upstairs.
What you got for me this time?
This way.
It's just a quarterstaff?
Yeah?
Locking
What
a
do you want?
quarterstaff? Really?
Way ahead of you,
walls
boss.
contain the world's knowledge.
Hello, I am the level coordinator. Is there anything you can help me with? Could you tell me where I can find Tetheril? Tethel's a very busy man and I don't keep track of his schedule, sorry. Huh. Why'd you offer to help then? Seems like you don't know anything. I left ground chase. Imagine that's important. After I search Ryan's room, I should continue my investigation of the Outthrown leaders.
I should have joined the army.
Which one's Ryan's room? Stealing within the sanctity of Candlekeep. This is blasphemy of the highest order. There is only one way that you can make this up. Give up all the gold you have upon your person so that it may be used for the benefit of the library. Up yours, you uppity bald virgin.
My blade will cut you, mutton-mongering riffraff.
Must I watch over this group as a nanny the child?
I don't know. Which one is Ryan's room?
Yes, Boo, I agree. This group could do with a swift kick in the morals.
Yeah, I give him my gold, buddy.
Our rules are very strict.
You there, stop and surrender yourself. You are accused of murdering the men Brunas Kostak, Thaldon Devich, and Lythar Anchev. If you give yourself now, you'll be assured a fair trial. I didn't murder anyone, and I'm not surrendering to the likes of you. I didn't murder anyone, so I'm perfectly willing to go to trial. My innocence of this accusation should be refuted quickly within any fair court of law. No, not surrendering. Don't let this happen, Big Deke. If you resist, I'll be forced to use lethal force. Bring it on! It saddens me that it has come to this. Main character's been killed. Yeah, well. I'm surprised that hasn't happened more often, to be honest with you. Wait, didn't I save yesterday? No. 52 days, 3 hours. 50 days, 4 hours. Where is Garion's room?
Way ahead of you, boss.
I'm seeing a damn scroll anywhere. It's a necklace. Another book. Was this room downstairs?
Way ahead of you, boss.
It's funny, just unlocking something is considered theft, but I didn't take anything.
Excuse me, but I'm late for my classes. Our library is a man's harem of knowledge.
Another History of Moonsleep. Well, that's a popular book. I mean, do I already have the scroll? Whatever it is. Grease. Blindness. Somebody's gold. 20 bucks. Well,
Good on
actually,
you if you saved the day.
it's a lot of money for this game.
Way ahead of you, boss.
As I saw. Hello, Big Deke. If you are reading this, it means I have met an untimely end. I would tell you not to grieve for me, but I feel much better thinking that you would. There are things I must tell you in this letter that I might have told you before. However, if my death came too soon, then I would have never been given the chance. First off, I am not your biological father, for that distinction lies with an entity known as Baal. The Baal that I speak of is the one you know of as a divinity. In the crisis known as the Time of Troubles, when the gods walked Farun, Baal was also forced into a mortal shell. He was somehow forewarned of his death that awaited him during this time. For reasons unknown to me, he sought out women of every race and forced himself upon them. My dad was a rapist? Okay, your mother was one of those women, and, as you know, she died in childbirth. I had been her friend and, on occasion, lover. I felt obliged to raise you as my own. I have always thought of you as my child, and I hope you still think of me as your father. You are a special child. The blood of gods runs through your veins. If you make use of our extensive library, you will find that our founder, Alondo, has many prophecies concerning the coming of the spawn of Baal. There are many who will want to use you for their own purposes. One, a man who calls himself Saravak, is the worst danger. He has studied here at Candlekeep and thus knows a great deal about your history and who you are. And he had money. Alright. Thanks, Garion. Okay, let's see if I can not get myself killed this time for thievery.
Our rules are very strict.
Greetings, young one.
You there, I have come to speak with Big Deke. Hast thou come to collect the inheritance from the father? I left thee several items of which, all of which are within his room. You remember where his old room is, don't you? If you've somehow forgotten, it's on the 5th floor of the central keep. Please forgive my abrupt nature. But much requires my attention to this day. It is important that we later speak of your foster father, but not now. Sure. Yeah, let's go. I'm glad you still have some of the sense Gorion taught you. Please follow me. I'm sure everything will be sorted out quickly. Oh, all of us are in here? Can I move? I can't. Ooh, look at those tiny graphics. So, Big Deke, you have sullied your father's name by defiling his home and bringing ruin to a peace that has lasted for centuries. I spit on you and all your friends. Your transgressions will be punished in the most severe form. I formally accuse you of the murders of Brunos Kostak and Walter Anchev. But I have done nothing wrong. Why have you accused me of such a thing? You were seen fleeing the site of the murder by the guest known as Kovarus. From everything we have seen and found, it is not hard to figure what your purpose was. From what I have been told, you have been trying to place all the misfortune of the Sword Coast squarely on the shoulders of the Iron Throne. I assume you and your friends are assassins in the employ of Om. Perhaps you were set up north to create discord in the region before an Omnian invasion. It matters little. You and your friends are to be sent to Baldur's Gate, where an appropriate punishment will be administered. Hello, young one. I am sorry to see thee in such terrible circumstances. I know thee well enough to see that you have been falsely accused. Tomorrow, Ulrond will most likely sentence thee to be sent to Baldur's Gate. There thou wouldst receive the death penalty for these actions. I know that Gorion would not want to see his only child killed a scant few weeks after his own death. 'Tis a favor to his memory that I will help thee escape. Make thy way through the catacombs beneath the library, but disturb them not. I have your possessions with me. You must take them and go with haste. Does anyone, or do you know of anyone by the name of Kovarus? I know of no one named Kovarus, but Kovarus is the reverse of Savarok, a young man who accompanied the leaders of the Iron Throne when they first came. I know not where he has gone. It is now time for you to go, Big Deke. I can teleport you to the secret room that leads to the catacombs, but from there you are on your own. You must be careful within the catacombs, as there are many guardians and traps, and perhaps whoever planned these murders. However dangerous the catacombs may be, they are a safer alternative to Alron's wrath. Teleport to the secret library, as we're ready to... Will everybody, yep. Tethrol has freed me from my imprisonment, knowing that I am not guilty. He has sent me to the catacombs beneath Candlekeep, where I should be able to make my escape. I must then travel to Baldur's Gate to stop Savarok, or Kovarus, as he has been calling himself recently. My old friend Piatto has informed me that some items were left in Gorion's chambers for me. I imagine that it's important for me to examine them. After I search Gorion's room, I should... Oh, I read all that. I return to Candlekeep and must find Realtor and expose his connections to recent events. I should head to the central keep right away.
Top of my to-do list.
Fireballs. Oh, there's all sorts of good stuff in here. I'm not supposed to take anything?
Yeah?
Nature
What do you want?
is all.
My turn to save the day.
Whatever they need. no less than done.
Got a wand and a wand. Wand of fire. Wand of paralyzation.
Huh? Way ahead of you, boss.
This door leads back to the upper levels. Okay, don't go there.
Hello there.
Fildia, my book. You stole my book, you curse! I did.
Go for the eyes, Boo! Go for the eyes! Ask!
Oh, you're a doppelganger. I just steal
Top of
anything.
my to-do list.
What's this? Black opal.
What you got for me this
You're
time?
a queer fellow. I've done had enough of this.
Yeah? What do you want? Huh?
What you want? I've done had enough of this.
Let's see. Tome. Judging by the arcane symbols printed on its cover, it's clear that this book is imbued with magical properties of one sort or another. Until you attempt to read or identify it, however, it is precisely unknown to you. Okay, let's take it then. Whatever it is.
What you got for me this time?
Shows promise exceptional.
Yeah?
Yep.
What do you want?
I'm gone.
Invisibility. I have this ability to detect traps, but all I really do is spring them.
What you got for me this time?
I'm gone.
Yeah? What do you want?
Nothing, huh? Ah, gotta hate these things.
What is it this time? You rang? Uh-huh. What is it this you? Uh-huh. What is it this time?
This face batter's a pain in the ass.
What you got for me this time?
You're
Yeah?
a queer
What do you
fellow.
want? Huh?
Okay.
Top of my to-do list. What you got
What
for
you
me this
want?
time?
I've done had enough of this.
Manual, judging by the arcane. Oh, another unknown manual. Identify it. And cloak.
You got this coming!
Possibly frosty. Death!
Top of my to-do list.
Big old pile of bodies.
For right.
I've been feeding the little buggers.
Go for the eyes,
coming!
Go for the eyes!
Eat flaming!
Okay, nothing that exciting.
What do you need?
Poison Nessa, have you? And I think I would have left this keep with the likes of you. Rah, fleshling. I don't really poison her, right? More like I stabbed and killed her.
Top of my to-do list.
I mean, if you want to be more exact.
Hey,
Thought you could take me on, did you? Try me now, twerp, and we'll see who comes out the better. I'm pretty sure I know what's gonna happen here.
My blade will cut you down to size.
Trap found, huh?
Huh?
Yep. This way.
You point,
I cannot.
I punch.
This way.
The spell magic.
What you got for me this time?
Abundant nature.
I guess I might as well take it.
Yeah? What do you want?
Stole the whole special elixir, did you? And feed it to the cows, no less. You'll rue the day you met me, Big Dick.
Way ahead of you, boss.
Ah, you got some money on you.
Something on your mind?
Dullard, insolent waif, I tried to instruct you, tried to make you wise, but it was like drawing a compassion from a Zent. You are nothing, child, and you'll soon be much less.
My blade will cut you down to size.
I'm not gonna have to worry too much about all the imposters. I'll kill every one of them, apparently.
My blade will cut you down to size.
Eat flaming! Or possibly frosty. Death!
bow and arrows. Don't care about that.
Huh?
You're a queer
What you
fellow.
got for me this time? Yeah? What do you want?
What you want?
Huh?
Yep.
What you got for me this time? Yeah? What do you want? Huh?
Seek my coffin, will you? Hey, I'll show you a sweet and silent comfort if you let me, wasteling.
Yeah, I'll get right on that. What you got for me this time? Yeah? What do you want? Huh?
I know, they picked the stupidest sound bites for your main character.
This group shows promise exceptional.
There's not a single one of those personality types that has, like, anything cool to say. It's just the writers trying to be funny. It's just like, yeah, none of those are cute sayings. Fetch bolts, I said. I should have told you to lick my boots clean, you mutt of flesh.
My blade will cut you down to size.
Way ahead of you, boss.
Death!
Oh, she generated a little puppy. Elements, Big Deke, stop this madness, child. I beg of thee. Thou hast soaked these halls with the blood of innocence, and I cannot permit it to go further. Stay back, stay where you are, the one who wears the face of my stepfather, and I know him for dead. Reveal your true nature, doppelganger. You are no more than an Elminster than I am Drizzt the Drow. Explain yourself and see if anything more besides your... Explain yourself, and if I see anything move besides your lips, I'll kill you where you stand for or die trying. Here's your nature, doppelganger. And Drizzt thou art not, thank goodness. As for the old ragtag physique, thinkest thou I would let anyone duplicate it without express permission? I have it copyrighted, thou must know. Come, poor soul, let us leave this darkness behind and struggle towards the light. The three of us shall guide thee. Wipe such words of light from your splitted teeth, creature of darkness. I shall kill you in all your treacherous forms. What about the one that wears the face of my stepfather like a mask? I know him for dead, and only a American would haunt me so.
Awake, my adopted child. Awake, and face the terrible tests ahead of thee.
It's okay, Big Dick, it's alright. I didn't die that night, nor have I yet. The blade that you thought slew me had been treated with a magical poison. It left me, a living soul, and a lively mind, imprisoned in a body that gave all appearances of death. The man you saw that night is called Savaric, and he has been in the keep for 3 days past under the reverse alias Coverus. Tetherol kept watch on him, but in our foolishness we never thought that he might have others with him. Please, child, I have loved you too much to lose you now.
Greetings, young one.
Elminster and I had suspected it for some time. With Savrak away from his lair, Elminster was at last able to locate your stepfather and bring him to safety. Forgive me, Big Deke. I should have told you earlier, but to raise your hopes only to see them dashed to pieces all over again, there is too much heart left in this bony cage for me to have done that. Please, child, sheathe those weapons and sheathe thy madness too. Come with us, we shall see thee at last to safety. You said that these walls were soaked with innocent blood. Then who was it that chased me down these wretched halls, calling my name in voices I once knew, only to close in and attack in traitorous form?
Everything will be explained to you in time.
By all that is good, Big Dick, what have they done to your mind to haunt it so? Your old friend Dreppen lies tangled in his own entrails and foolish Fildia. She ran down here to offer a mother's shoulder, and you have butchered her like the monster you perceived her to be. The gods have no mercy on we ragged mortals, it appears. I am a doddering and elderly fool for having let it come to this. There I stood, Elminster the arrogant, nudging and prodding, but never taking action. The most powerful mage in the realms reduced to a meager puppeteer. Listen close, Big D. With the help of doppelgangers and some powerful magics, Severak has encased thee within a vast and frightening illusion. I was unsure whether I could even penetrate it to reach thee. The time has come for a leap of faith, child. Thou must fling aside this foul illusion. Let us lead thee back to reality where Severak is fightable. If this is madness, then lead me to it. If you flee now, I shall not attempt to kill you. Or I dream only of a warm bed and some light to wake me from this nightmare. I shall follow you, Elminster, and trust you fully. No, I don't trust you. Then, fleshling, go mad if you will, and feel the rasp of our claws against your mind. I know, it really does try to fool you, doesn't it?
All right.
Oh, you guys are broke, though.
What you got for me this time?
Stay
Yeah?
dead if
What
you
do you
don't have
want?
any money.
My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
Lost your sense of humor, have you? Yeah, I've heard that you've been telling your little friends that old Winthrop has a hankering for a little elven arse every now and then. Come here, my pretty, and I'll soon change your mind.
Eat flaming! Or possibly frosty.
Top of my to-do list.
What's wrong with little elven arse now and then? I heard they're quite fit.
You got flaming! Or possibly frosty. Death!
Good on you if you saved the day. Down to size.
Possibly frosty. Death!
Who are you? I've been expecting Severak, not some ragtag band. We're members of Severak's band. We are here. We've been sent to help you. We're the mercenaries who've been causing the Iron Throne so much hurt. None of your business, now out of our way. We're members of Severak's band. Trying to lie to me, are you? You're that big dick, ain't you? Don't you know you got out of the prison? Don't know how you got out of the prison, but don't much care either. You're trying to mess up Severak's plans. Well, don't count on succeeding. There's no way you're getting by me or my boys. Don't think Severak would take it too kindly if you showed up to mess with his plans for Baldur's Gate. Come on, boys, let's make short work of him.
Huh? What you got for me this time?
Hurting. Do I need to rest?
Yeah? What do you want? Way ahead of you, boss. Huh?
Pratt, my schemes have come together in the most satisfying manner. The mercenaries who have plagued my every step are now imprisoned, accused with the murder of Baldur, Brunus, and Baldur. Learn as much as you can about the fate of the mercenaries, and then meet me back at Baldur's Gate. I apologize for leaving you here alone, but it was necessary to return to the city, so as to take Raltov's position as Chief of Operations. If things proceed smoothly, I will be a Grand Duke within a few weeks. Sephiroth. Well, I might have changed those plans.
What is it this time?
You want something?
What you got for me this time?
Okay.
Go for the eyes, Boo! Go for the eyes! Rusk!
Ah, damn face spider.
Whatever they need.
You rang?
Yeah? What do you want? Huh?
For rats!
Go for the eyes,
My
Boo!
blade
Go
will
for
cut
the
you down to
eyes!
size.
It's about time you got out of there, Pratt. It is Pratt, isn't it? I don't need to tell you that we must not keep the Saverick waiting. I trust you didn't have any trouble in there. He said that the monks fell for the ruse and that Big Deke was locked up, so he took to the surface route of the keep instead of meeting you in the crypts. We really must get moving if we are to catch up with him. Yes, Pratt, that's me, alright. What was the point of waiting in the crypts again? Yeah, I'm Pratt. Pratt is indeed my name. Where are we supposed to meet up with Saverick? Back in the Iron Throne base in Baldur's Gate, of course. He has business elsewhere in the city, but no doubt we shall get our bit of coin if we await him there. There's still much left to be done, so I doubt he'll show for a while, though. The disgrace of Big Deke will make the road smoother, but we must act fast. Saverick is notoriously impatient. Let's get moving. You really shouldn't be telling this. I'm not who you think I am. I was the target of your scheme. You will not be going anywhere. You conspired against me, and so you shall die. Right then, off we go to meet Saverick. Don't want to have him attacking us like Rattler and the others. That was never the plan. Saverick wouldn't sully his hands on those he didn't deem worthy of personally killing. For Big Deke and party to be blamed, they were to either be imitated by doppelgangers or fooled into attacking Rattler and the others unprovoked. You should know this. You're not Pratt, are you? Oh, bloody hell! Bit of a mistake on my part, wasn't it? Oh well, most of it went according to plan regardless. You'll forgive me if I don't stay for fisticuffs. Cheers!
Top of my to-do
You must
list.
gather your party before venturing forth. Life continues to be quite the challenge. You have been accused of murdering the Iron Throne leaders, and the Flaming Fist will undoubtedly hound your every step because of it. Despite all of this, you must return to the city of Baldur's Gate, the very lair of your accusers. You must find and expose the one who is responsible for your predicament. You must find Saravak.
Oh, Saravak. Well, I should probably pronounce that correctly, huh? You know. Well, outside of Baldur's Gate. Okay.
Top of my to-do list. Top of my to-do list. Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Way ahead of you, boss. Alright, they're complaining about being tired, so let's get some rest and then we can head off to Candlekeep, or wherever it is, or wherever else we need to go.
Top of my to-do list.
Please, seat yourselves whatever you wish.
Top of my to-do
innies
list.
open to all who behave themselves. You close your eyes tonight, and visions of Candlekeep swim into view. As you pass through the gates of the Citadel, there is a flash of memory, and you are a child of only a few seasons once more. At your side is Gorion, gray-haired even all those years ago. How old must he have been to age so little in the time since? Aged as he ever was, you still have to run to keep up with him. He has an important meeting with Ulrond, the keeper of the tomes. An important meeting about you. Funny, you don't remember it. As you stand outside the doors of the inner keep, you can hear the shouting from within. Gorion seldom raised his voice, though you did not care to listen to the discussions at your previous stops either. As you trace patterns in the water of a fountain, a reflection distracts you from the argument. A large raven has perched atop a stone wall and stares directly at you with huge black eyes. You stare back through the mirror of the water and are suddenly afraid to meet the bird's gaze any other way. It has claws for feet. You think to yourself, little skeletal claws. The doors of the keep suddenly swing open and Ulrond storms out. He glances at you for a moment, but looks away as he speaks. You both can stay, he sneers, but mark my words, that child will be the death of you. A flash of memory once more, and Gorion walks out of the keep as he is today, dead. You drop your gaze back to the water so as not to see. The raven is gone, but your own image remains. Your eyes are black, like those of a bird. Like father, like child, the reflection says. You wake with a yell, predictably unrested.
Way ahead of you, boss.
You have been waylaid by enemies and must defend yourself.
You got this coming!
So I kicked him in the head until he was dead.
Top of my to-do list.
Alright, why don't we stop it there? This is audap. You've been watching Baldur's Gate number 1, Enhanced Edition on Nintendo Switch. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.